What's up everyone, welcome back, and if you are new here, welcome to my channel where we talk about all things volleyball. Alright guys, quick update from here in Poland. We have had one match since my last video, and that match was in the CEV Champions League round of 12 against Zawiercie, and unfortunately we lost the match 3-2. But if you remember from my last video, we won the first match in this playoff series 3-0. So in this second match, we only needed to win 2 sets to advance to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. So we went up 2-1, which means we advanced to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. And then unfortunately, we lost the next 2 sets. But good thing for us is that we won those 2 sets, we got the point, and we're moving on. All right guys, so for today's video, we're gonna be watching another match from the FIVB 2022 Men's World Volleyball Championships. This match was between France and Italy. This was a quarterfinal match. I feel like we've been watching a lot of France lately, but they are an amazing team with a lot of incredibly exciting matches. So again, we're gonna be watching France versus Italy, 5th set, quarterfinals, World Championships. Let's get into it. All right, 5th set here. France serving 0-0. I have not watched this 5th set. Let's go. Did you guys see that angle? Pause, slow-mo. Look at this. He's almost at a 90-degree angle between his body and his platform. Micheletto here. That is such an amazing angle. And you can see it happens because his hip opens up here. Boom, look at that hip. His left leg comes up, his hip opens, he creates that angle on his left side. That is so beautiful. Giannelli sets it backwards and he crushes it. Like, I don't even want to watch the rest of the set. That was just insane. Angle, beautiful set on the net, wrist away, angle, not even in the angle of approach. Where do we go from here? All right, Micheletto serving, 1-0. Woo! Did you guys see that curve? Grabenikov fights it off. Ingapet outside defense. A little bit off the net here. Good defense by Patry on France. And they get it down. There is a lot to digest in that play, but let's just see here. You can see that the France block, 2 blockers go up. The pin blockers in the triple block go up. The middle blocker goes down. It doesn't really affect this, but it does hit the block. And it goes right down between Giannelli and Balasso because they were playing so wide. To go down, to drop, to block, that's a really tough question, and a lot of people are talking about that move more and more. But in this case, it didn't really affect the play. It was just off the block and went to the middle of the court. That was a long rally. Watch that again because there were some amazing plays there on defense, but interesting to see that block at the end. 1-1. Out. Number 25 with his float, jump, spin, nasty, gross, hard to pass serve. Served it out. 2-1 Italy. Ansani serving his float, going short. Look at that by Grabenikov. He's just covering the short here, taking mental notes. Erik, take mental notes. Short, takes this ball. Perfect pass out to Ingapet. He hit it out. Did he get a little bit under this ball? I think he just tried to go hard angle. Didn't quite make the play, but what I love there was Grabenikov just cutting off that ball, taking the short serve so that the hitters could run their routes instead of having to pass and then run the route. So Erik, try that in practice tomorrow. Okay, 3-1 Italy. 3 meters, Cinese. So we talk about this all the time. In this situation, maybe on this float serve, we don't exactly want to get it to 3 meters. Okay, we're perfectionists a lot, but look, they can still run the quick here. It is okay to pass there sometimes, especially if you can get the ball high enough. France still ran the middle. They still ran the quick. Cinese still hit it straight down. Okay, not straight down, but he got the kill, and that's all that matters. 2-3, Broussard serving. He likes to go for it in these 5th sets. Yep. And he just missed it. So keep in mind, that's 2 service errors for France there. Romano, lefty serve, 2 lefties for Italy. Grabenikov again, just fighting it off. High hands, nice play. Beautiful transition. First of all, second lefty serve, Micheletto, now we have Romano. Look at the curve, it's just different than a righty serve. It comes at a different angle. which is why it can be hard to handle, and we're just not used to it. Look at this block, Gianelli. I think he's the tallest setter in the world on a national team. He gets a beautiful high hands touch here, Micheletto, perfect touch. They run transition. That is how you run block defense to transition. Beautiful touch, puts the dig on the money so the middle can get up, run their route, and puts it away. So if you're a defender and you have a chance to put that ball high on the net somewhere in the middle of the court-ish, try and do it, because then you can run transition just like that. All right, 5-2, Italy out of the timeout. Jeez, he's going for it. Beautiful pass, beautiful pass. Ingapet. Look, I'm all nervous cracking my knuckles here. So look at this ball, boom. Ingapet, he doesn't really try to make an angle here. He doesn't really try to make a perfect pass because this is a bomb of a serve. But what he does is that you can see he thrusts his hips a little bit, moves his platform up and kind of attacks it, just trying to get the ball in the air. So instead of trying to cushion it, create an angle, try to get it perfect to the net, he thrusts his hips up, he pushes them forward, and then he attacks the ball with his angle to be a little bit more aggressive and just gets it high. In this arena, it's a really high arena. He just gets it high and ends up being, honestly, in this situation, a perfect pass. 3 meters off the net, high. They run their offense. Unfortunately, he goes for high hands and he just misses it. But that pass, something to think about. Sometimes when you look like you don't have technique by doing what he did, that is the technique in this situation. Italy, 6-2. Wow. That doesn't happen very often. For someone to ace Grebenikov, look at this serve. Fast, has a lot of spin, coming at a different angle. That is ridiculous. He is on an insane serving run to go up 7-2. Wow. So out of a timeout again. France has already burned their 2 timeouts. Let's see what he does. He's just ripping the ball. Beautiful pass. And the kill. Not much you can say about that, except this angle. He keeps so steady off the net. Not a lot of movement. You can see, look how simple he is. His shoulders never move, never go up or down. They always stay forward. Beautiful pass, go back, sneaks it down the line. And also in this situation, there's so much line here for Balasso to take. He doesn't really know where to stand because there's so much line. Trust me, I understand what he's thinking here. Ingapet's a great hitter. Not much he can do about his position. He's actually doing a pretty good job of taking a lot of court. Just a lot of room on the line for Ingapet to hit. 3-7. Another service error. I think that's 3 in a row. So they've given Italy 3 out of their 8 points on their service errors. I mean, at this point, they kind of got to go for it, so I understand. Lavia, 8-3. Into the net. So they're also still going for it. Okay, Cleveno is in now as a serving sub. I wonder if he was a starter earlier in this match, because he's usually a starter, but now Luati is in. But in any case, he's coming in to do his float serve. Wow. What is this pass? That is so interesting. So he gets there. But what I think Lavia feels in this situation is that he's not going to get enough power on the ball to get it to the net. So you can see he kind of thrusts himself forward right there to try and get a little bit more power. I wonder if that's more of an off-balance thing or if he really tried to get more power there. But there are situations where the float serve, you don't feel like you're going to get enough power, so you try to propel it forward a little bit. I'm not sure here. And then just lefty cross court, Micheletto. Our team's Oxa in Champions League, like I talked about before. We played against Micheletto twice and Lavia for Trento, and we play them again in a couple of weeks. So I'm gonna have to see that, and study that, and try to dig that. So wish me luck. 9-4. Nice pass. Jeez, these passes. Jeez, that hit. Where did that go? Slow-mo. Okay, can we just take a look at this block? Zoom in to this block. Look at Micheletto. But I think it goes right between his hands. Must be, because he kind of went wide to then inside more. Uh-oh. And I think it just blew Lavia up because he was expecting it not to go through the hands like that, but it did, and then it just kind of caught him off guard. But that's a rip. That is a rip. And a very nice pass in that play, if I must say so. Patry serving. See, this is what's difficult about this situation. In the 5th set, when you get down by this much, there is a lot of pressure to just serve very hard because you have to score points to catch up. You have to score real points, as we call them, in order to catch up. And when you're pressing and pushing and serve like that, the chances you make a mistake are much higher. So we can see 3 out of the last 4 serves, 4 out of the last 5 have been errors. And that's because France is really pushing and trying to put a lot of pressure on Italy. Gianelli going with his float. A lot of variety here. France passing. Oh, what? Pause, slow-mo. Romano just getting over. That's a monster block. That is a monster block. Nothing else I'm gonna say about that. Monster block. Gianelli again, he went with the float. Is he gonna change? Goes with the short, trying to take the pipe out, which he did. Italy just playing so well in this set. Oh! So first of all, look, Ingapet can't hit pipe here because he took that short serve. So they set the middle, great touch, great defense. Out to Micheletto, he hits high hands. Pause, let's see if Romano, so he kind of went for it. Maybe he could have ran for it, maybe? I don't know, that's hard to tell. But he just doesn't get the best touch. I don't know what happened. Italy's kind of freaking out at him, but I don't, it's hard to tell. And France gets the point. So that was pretty lucky because Italy had a really good chance there in transition, but they got blocked and then there was that touch and then, I don't know, next point. 6-11, Luati going for it again, off the tape. Nice cover. Nice dig. Wow. That is such a great play. Can we just watch this cover again? This is all about effort. So right when he hits, you can see Balasso, he gets stopped. He's ready, but sort of not ready. I know how he feels there. And then he just goes, boom, go for it. Covering is so much about your effort and your attitude and how you just go for the ball. And in that situation, maybe he wasn't ready, but full 100% effort to create that transition, and then eventually Italy got the point. So I'm giving him the point for that one. 12-6, Micheletto serving. Gorbanikov, perfect pass. Oh, France here with the double sub. How did they read that? Boyer, he's in there on the block, reads that pipe. Good play. Was that going out? Nice set. Nice touch. What? I don't even know what to say. I'm honestly just speechless. I don't even know what happened in this whole point. Okay, we're just gonna rewatch it. Good pass, Boyer, block touch, great transition chance here. They know, so this is the one, they know that they like to set Micheletto and pipe here in transition. So Boyer here helps. Le Goff and Boyer are up, they get a great touch. Transition out to Ingapet. Is that going out? Great set by Toniutti here, high and inside. Good touch on the block, good dig. High ball, gets tight, tip. Back over, Anzani plays it. Romano gets the kill. I don't know, there's a lot to analyze there, but that was just an insane point, and it was now it's 13-6, and I don't know what else to say about that. Micheletto again, 13-6. So I remember actually our team, we were on our way to our quarterfinal match and we were watching the score here, and this is where it gets a little bit interesting. 25 serves, perfect pass by Balasso, solo block, and I think he hit the net. You can see here, Chinyeze just commits, boom. And then, actually look, right here, Anzani's foot hits the net, and that's what the ref ends up calling, which is pretty crazy. Nice play by Chinyeze and France there. All right, 8-13 now. Off the tape again. What is up with this tape? A little bit. So at first glance here, it looks like Lavia gets the block out. You can see he kind of wiped it off the block here, but I have a feeling that France is gonna challenge for last touch because it did look like he was probably the last one to touch that ball. We were right, and France was right. They challenged. Pretty sure Lavia was the last touch here. You could kind of see that he swiped it to the left and then he kept going with his hand and pushed it pretty strong out. So pretty easy challenge for France to make there. All right, 9-13 now. Off, bump set. Finally, one of France's tough serves goes in and then also causes Italy some problems because they had been passing really well. And this is just a weird serve that drops. Again, we've talked about this guy's serve. It's like a float, jump, spinner, float, jump, dropping. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. But gets him out of system. Giannelli actually tricks the block a little bit, but in the end, look at that block. Boyer, Chinyeze, Ingapet, straight down. And France is coming back. So now it's 10-13 out of the timeout. Can Italy get a side out here? Changes the serve off the net again. What? Middle blockers playing defense. What a dig here, right down the line. You can see he's right on the left hand of right on the outside of Ingapet's left hand. Ingapet's block is up. 25 Joffrey, is that how you say his name? Is just playing defense right outside the block, gets it up. They get a high ball set and Ingapet sneaks it down the line. That is vintage French volleyball. Insane play there. Now it's 11-13 and I remember freaking out on the bus. Going short, out to Lavia, and they get the in-system point. So I think Joffrey took a little bit off of this serve. He tried to go short. They make a great play here, in-system. Tough to block that fast offense, and Lavia puts it away. That is a huge side out, especially when a team like that is coming back and you just want to, you're dying to get to match point. All right, 14-11, match point number 1. Spertoli in, serving sub. Nice serve, nice, perfect pass. And Ingapet just high hands. You can see Romano was all over this. But just maybe a little bit late going over the net. I don't know, I don't block. And he's just trying to take a lot of court there. But Ingapet does what he does and just gets the tool. Okay, Boyer serving 12-14. He hasn't served this set. He goes for it. Beautiful pass. Out to Lavia, and they get the kill. So Lavia, the last 2 points. But let's watch this pass. Boyer rips this. Look at this, just absorb it. So there's a difference between that pass and that other earlier one that we talked about with Ingapet, who just tried to get it high. This ball is a little bit lower on Nicoletto, and so he tries to absorb it, but his shoulders are over. Just platform out early, shoulders over, creates the angle, beautiful pass, insistent out to Lavia, and they get the point to win the 5th set and the quarterfinal over France, 15-12. Oh, wow, just another insane 5-setter. I mean, how many of these 5-set matches can there be in the World Championships? I mean, as a fan, what more could you ask for, honestly? Congrats again to Italy, 15-12 over France in that 5th set. After being up by what, 6 points? 7 points? I remember watching the live score in the bus going to our game, just freaking out because France was coming back. I can't imagine what Italy was feeling there. But again, 2 amazing passes and then sets and spikes down the stretch to get those 2 last points to defeat France. I don't have much to say, just high quality, high level volleyball. So exciting to watch. I have never seen that 5th set before, so I'm glad I watched it with you all, and congrats to Italy again. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that video. I hope you learned a little bit. I know that I did. Our next match is on Saturday in the Polish Cup. We are playing Zawiercie again in the semifinals at 2:45 on Saturday. So wish us luck. But as usual, get out, play some volleyball if you can, have some fun, and I'll see you all soon. Peace.